How y'all doing this this afternoon? A lot of y'all people, I just want to give a big shout out. Walter King Tut Johnson. Um, welcome home. Um, he's been incarcerated since 1996. He was the first, and I'm gonna say this right now. He was the first they used the three-strike law in New York City. The first one that they used that law effectively on, right? And and he was the first one to use that law on in New York City in 1996. Um, to see him release, yeah, yeah. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. We're gonna get into it. Hold on. Yeah, salute to everybody that's in here. Smash the like button. Let's get this live going. Sorry about that. I had a long distance phone call. But yeah, so King Tut, Walter Johnson, been locked up since, like I said, he been in jail since 96. Like I said, the three-strike law in New York State started with King Tut. You know what I'm saying? He was incarcerated for something that he did not do, actually. It was a situation, it was a robbery. He got blamed for like two things. Uh, a robbery that happened with Tupac at Quad Studio. And that's the thing. His name got brought up because of his reputation that they told Tupac that was Tut that did that. He had nothing to do with that robbery. The shit that happened with the dude TT and Crystal, he had nothing to do with that. But because of his reputation, they said he had something to do with that. You know, because he went up to Bad Boy to learn about the record business, they thought that Puff and them ordered that, which they ain't had nothing to do with it. You know, but it just the reputation. They always say your reputation is what can get you caught up. You know, and he basically got caught up in a situation where it had nothing to do with him. You know, if you ever read the book Snitch, they wanted him to snitch on Puff back in 96, and he did not. You know what I'm saying? He did not, you know, and he did this amount of time that he did because he didn't snitch on Puff and tell. He did his time. But his reputation is what got him incarcerated. You know, like I said, the 90s general was the one that really did the crimes that they accused him of, you know, but it wasn't him though. Hold on real quick. Yeah, my bad for that. But yeah, yeah. I never had an issue with Tut. My pops know Tut. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my family, my cousin on my mother's side know Tut. You know, a lot of my family members know Tut personally. Been with Tut, know him from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Tut is not. Like I said, when I did the video on Haitian Jack and I did the video about Quad Studios, I told y'all straight up in my videos that Tut ain't had nothing to do with the Quad Studios thing. That it was the 90s general that was basically the one. But you have to understand something. When you have a reputation like Tut has, you know, a strong reputation that is known for what he was known for, then if you infamous for something, the people is gonna say that you did what they saying you did. And he was infamous for a lot of things, but he wasn't the one that did these things that they accused him of. Like the thing with the girl TT, with the girl and Crystal and her man TT. He had nothing to do with that. The dudes that did that had a fake Jamaican. The dude that did that and was responsible for that had a fake Jamaican accent. And he wasn't from East New York. He was from the 90s, Flatbush. That's why I said the 90s general. That was his work. But because he came on the scene and because he came and had a conversation with old girl, and they, like they said in the book, he had a conversation with old girl, and this is what he said happened. I am a Cancer. Um, they um they blamed him for that situation. Just like they blamed him for Quad, because when Pac was in prison, they said Tut name. You know, they said, yo, Tut was the one that did that to you in Quad, and yo, Tut was up there, the bad boy, with puffing them and this and that. So they going by what they heard. They didn't go by the sense of, hold on, that's not the dude that did that. He ain't had nothing to do with that. But they was told that by basically smash the like button. They was told that by his reputation. So good that he's home. Good that he's able to be with his family, his niece, you know, his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he been in there for how many years? They wanted him to snitch on Puff. They would have gave him his freedom if he'd have snitched on Puff in '96, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because Puff didn't have nothing to do with anything. He didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, the rollie, he had the rollie. They said he had the rollie on his wrist, and they try to put the murder in Vegas on him. Hold on. Nobody telling nobody out, yo. Don't do that. Yeah, hold on. Chill with all that. Yeah. Yeah, he had the rollie on his wrist. So that's what was said, you know. But they try to put the murder on him, and he ain't had nothing to do with that murder. Salute, Kareem. So a lot of people try to blame Tut for years. You know, when I did my videos, you see me did my thing, get my journalism on, and you see my breakdowns of my videos, and I've told y'all that ain't had nothing to do with that man. So I'm glad that he's home. They try to blame him for a lot of things, but the man is home and he's able to tell his story now. Now that he's home, he'll be able to tell his story to the masses. He'll be able to tell what really happened and how he got caught up in this bullshit, how the feds was trying to get him to tell on Puff. You know what I'm saying? In 96, he'll get to tell all of that whenever he's able to tell his story, because he will be able to tell his story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are going to be able to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Now that they released, now that they home, they'll be able to tell a story to the world. They'll be able to tell a story to the masses, because a lot of people's been telling the story, but they ain't been telling the story right. Now that the man is home, he is able to tell his story, and he's able to pretty much vindicate himself, because they accuse him of things that he really didn't do. So welcome home to King Tut, man. Welcome home to King Tut. Um, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Blizz, you know, like I've been trying to tell people, you know, you've been telling them a long time, like that man ain't had nothing to do with that. You know, they accused this man of things that he did not do. You know, he did not do. All he did was went to visit the young lady, because the young lady family member was his comrade. And the feds try to blame him for something he did not do. So people was putting dirt on his name. You know, people like the Little Shawns and the Desta Isaacs, all these dudes that was putting dirt on his name. Well, the man is home. He's able to tell his story. He's able to debunk everything that y'all said about Quad Studio. And look how God works. It's 30 years of that situation. You see how God works? November of this year will make 30 years of that Quad Studio situation. So you may could get a sneak preview of that. We might could get that conversation. Because it's 30 years. Look how God works, man. God works in mysterious ways, man. So he'll be able to tell his story, and he'll be able to tell the world that don't believe everything. They've been, and like I tell people, this been in a lot of books. You know what I'm saying? This been wrote in a lot of books. Kareem wrote it in his book. Ethan Brown wrote in his book in Snitch, where he said that Tut had nothing to do with it. They kept accusing him and telling Tupac, yo, because of the reputation. Your reputation, like I said, your reputation speaks for who you are. And that's what they told him, which he was going by what people told him. Oh, he going up there, he going fucking with Puff and Bad Boy. Yeah, they did this and that. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. You know what I'm saying? It was all a lie. So I'm glad that that man's home. He's able to tell his story in 2024, that he's free. I'm happy that Akbar Prey is home. Shout out to Jersey. They set it out for him. Prince from the Supreme Team is home. He'll be able to tell his story now that he's free. Akbar Prey, same thing, will be able to tell his story that he's free. Big Meech will be able to tell his story that he is free. A lot of people, and I just hope other people, Momia, could be able to tell his story like Matulu was able to tell his story. You know, even though he didn't get this to live longer on this earth, he was still able to tell his story by him being alive. Many others, political, to be free to tell their story. T Black, that's also trying to fight to come home. So there's a lot of brothers that's trying to fight to come home that'll be able to tell a story. You know, because a lot of people been putting out a lot of myths out here. And a lot of you dudes that was talking this, you big OGs in New York, y'all tucking y'all tails. Y'all tails. The brothers that's tucking y'all tails, you know what I'm saying? That been running on these YouTubes, that been talking. Now the big dudes is home, man. Now the real ones is home. So the real ones is home and they able to tell their story. All y'all dudes is going into hiding. Like y'all was going into hiding when they was on the street. We could see it. Y'all tucking y'all tails. A lot of y'all was speaking ill about certain dudes, saying certain things on your platforms. These men are here to tell their stories now. Yeah. So a lot of y'all dudes, like that, y'all better thank Obama, man. That First Step Act. Yeah, that First Step Act. Yeah. A lot of dudes you thought wasn't going to come home with these light sentences. Y'all thought it was over. Y'all thought the feds were going to turn their lights off. Well, they here to tell their story. They here to tell their story. They free now. Enough of y'all telling their story. They now to tell their story. Enough of y'all trying to tell their story. Now y'all got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all gonna be coming out that pocket. Believe that. Y'all gonna be coming out that pocket so they don't expose y'all. A lot of y'all gonna be coming out that pocket. Friendly extortion way. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of y'all that was doing all the talking, when dudes wasn't able to talk, y'all thought they was buried alive. Well, now they out. And they not buried alive no more. Now y'all gonna have to cough up that bread. A lot of bags is gonna be set out. You hear me, Blizz? They gonna have to cough up that bag. I'm letting that be known. Keep the same energy. A lot of you Brooklyn dudes, a lot of you, all y'all New York dudes, everywhere. Every city y'all from, wherever y'all at. And these dudes that y'all was talking ill, I don't care if you from Cali, I don't care where you from. These dudes is home. Y'all better do right and set that bag out. Because if y'all don't set it out, they gonna come on these platforms and they gonna air y'all out. Believe that. They gonna air y'all out. So y'all better do right, man. Y'all better do right, man. Y'all better cut the check. Y'all better get these dudes a position on these record labels. Y'all better get these dudes positions with something. Movies, whatever. Set it out. Because if y'all don't set it out, they gonna be on these platforms exposing y'all out. So y'all better set it out. Now, I want to get back and I want to speak about this Meech thing, man. But before I get into the Meech thing, I want to say this about old boy. He was on his platform yesterday because I want to address this Hassan Campbell thing and how he's on his platform having a hissy fit. And we're going to say this again, right? Like I said the other day, any man that comes on a platform that is downing men, that is released from prison, is an agent. I'm not mad at no man coming home. Yes, we shouldn't be glorifying it, but if a man is coming home to his family and they trying to change their ways and do righteous things out here in the environment, and they trying to be real OGs, let them men be great. Don't have these weirdo dudes like Hassan Campbell that's paying dues poor tax. Yeah, he's paying poor tax. Anybody that's paying poor tax to dudes in the streets, we have no respect for them. Anybody that let Bambada die them, and he keep talking about he was a victim when he wasn't, he was in a whole relationship, we don't want to hear nothing from you. Because you was in a whole relationship. That was a whole pimping whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Dude need to get some doctors to check on him for real. He need that therapy. For real, for real. Because old boy is looking crazy. Dude is online talking this, oh yeah, y'all, yo, these dudes is selling drugs and all this. Nigga, you said you was a stick-up kid. You said you was a shooter. You said you was a drug corner boy, nigga. Now all of a sudden it's fuck the street niggas. No, it's convenient to say you riding with the street niggas, but it ain't convenient when you ain't getting celebrated like them. Now, when you was in a relationship with Bam, right? And you said you would kill for Bam. And when you was on the back of the Midnight Marauders cover, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Because this nigga he don't like when this shit come out here. But listen, bro. Chris Lighty put you on that cover, nigga. Wasn't Bam, nigga. Chris Lighty put you on there because you was trying to be a rapper. Let's get that clear. You was trying to be a rapper. Chris Lighty put you on the cover. That's why when I told you that, you was like, yo, Chris Lighty put me on the corner. Didn't put me on the corner. Yeah, you know he put you on the cover. That's why you couldn't dispute that. But let me show y'all this. All right? This is a nigga that say he hate industry niggas, right? But look, who's on the top? Right by Neek Exotic. Who's on the top by Neek Exotic on the Midnight Marauders back cover? Who is that? Y'all see all the hip hop legends that's on the back of this cover, right? Y'all see all the hip hop legends that's on the back of this cover, right? Special K, Ron G, Chi Ali, Special Ed. Come on, Dallas Austin, Puff, Kid Capri. Y'all see, and Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell. Right by Neek Exotic. Hassan Campbell. Come on, man. How you hate the industry when you on the most legendary hip hop cover in hip hop history? How do a nigga hate hip hop and hate rappers when you on the most legendary album cover in hip hop history? Come on, man. He's on the legendary hip hop cover like Midnight Marauders. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Give it up, my nigga. You don't hate the industry, nigga. You want to be a part of the industry. Like I said, bro, you took a nigga's story. You take niggas' stories, Hassan. You took niggas' stories. And not only that you took niggas' stories, but you wanted to be a part of this industry shit. You wanted to be a rapper. You'll say anything for $1. One minute you say you was running with B.O. You never ran with B.O. You was a hoster. You was a flunky. You never ran with that man. Stop saying you ran with that man. You don't know that man like that. You didn't run with that man. You ain't take no pictures with that man. You took Showbiz story. You took Half Pint story. You took Xavier Williams story. You took Pistol Pete story. You took B.O. story. And you flipped all them niggas' stories and made it into your story. You even took B Stinger's story. And you gumboed all these dudes' stories and made it into your story. Those was never your stories. Talking about, yo, go to Bronx. Like this the dude. He said, yo, Bronx River, Bronx River. I was the man in Bronx River. Come on. You's a storyteller, brother. You's a storyteller. Anytime you got a dude that's on YouTube, and if y'all want to support Bullets Gotti show, man, hit the Cash App, $ Bullets Gotti, man. If y'all want to support the platform. Shout out, I already see this. Shout out to OG Product for the $20 donation, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. We appreciate that love, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Product. Shout out to the real ones that support the platform. But if you want to support the channel, man, y'all already know what it is. But Hassan Campbell is a CB4 actor. He's MC Gusto for real. You gotta believe that. He's MC Gusto. You know what? You know, if you ever watch CB4, right? You know what MC Gusto did? He took another nigga's story and another nigga's life and made it his life. If that you ever see that movie CB4, that is Hassan Campbell. That movie was based on NWA. What do you think NWA was? The only nigga that was the street nigga was Easy. Everybody else was the street niggas. That's the same thing as Hassan Campbell. Not a street nigga. He took street niggas from his areas, story, and remixed it. So he's mad at other dudes. Like, dude, let's get this clear. You never gonna see T-Mac, Terrence, none of them dudes around him. You know why you ain't gonna never see none of them dudes around Hassan Campbell? Because his money ain't long enough to keep them niggas around. So he got niggas like the Swelly nigga. He got the niggas like Checkmate. He got the niggas like that. Right? Shout out to Checkmate. I don't got no beef with Checkmate. Checkmate cool. I don't think Checkmate even running around with him like that. Because Checkmate is cool. I don't got no issue with Checkmate. But he got Swelly. And he got Five Guard. And he paying Five Guard and Swelly. The other dudes, the older brothers that was around him, he had to pay them niggas. He had to pay them Hellbound brothers. He had to pay them brothers from Cortland. Let's keep it real, right? You're not from Cortland. You're not from the South Bronx. Hassan Campbell is not from the South Bronx, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Hassan Campbell is from what you call the Northeast Bronx section. Nobody from the Northeast Bronx section is rocking or stamping Hassan Campbell. Nobody from the Valley, nobody from Eaton Wall, nobody from Bronx River, nobody from Bronx Dale, nobody from Soundview, nobody from Castle Hill is stamping. Only one that's stamping them from Castle Hill is Hocus 4/5. Everybody else not stamping them from the Northeast Bronx section. So he goes up to the South Bronx. My mother's from the South Bronx. You know what I mean? She's from Patterson Projects. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patterson. Shout out to Pville. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes from the Northeast Bronx section of the Bronx and goes under those niggas because he's paying these niggas weekly and monthly. Well, he don't pay them niggas no more because them niggas ain't on camera with him no more. Let's get that clear. He can't pay them niggas no more because they not on camera with him no more. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Yeah. So he can't pay them niggas no more. And the thing is, he was extorted by T-Mac, by all them niggas. Friendly extorted. And we know he's being friendly extorted. Because anybody knows, niggas like that, they not gonna ride with no nigga that ain't been in the trenches with them. And the thing with Hassan Campbell is that old boy, and I'm gonna tell y'all this again, is fooled. Niggas call Hassan Campbell real street niggas, like the dudes I talk to, like the real thorough street dudes. They could look at that nigga and say he's a fucking meatball, a clown. He ain't never got no money. YouTube has been the best thing that ever happened to Hassan Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is the first time in his life he ever saw real money. He's never seen money. He going to get his jewelry from Fordham Ave. Who gets they from Fordham Road? Who gets their jewelry from Fordham Road? Who's shopping and getting their clothes from Fordham Road? Only time I ever been to Fordham Road, I got fitteds over there. But I'm not getting no clothes from Fordham, and I ain't getting no jewelry from Fordham. Niggas is getting their jewelry from the Diamond District. Straight like that. Real jewelry. Where you spending a grip. Nigga going to Fordham Road buying chains and watches. It's not what real money dudes do. But you could tell he ain't no get money nigga. He's a flunky. He's a flunky. You could tell he wasn't getting no bags. A nigga saying, yo, I get my jewelry. This dude said, I get my clothes and my jewelry. Now, mind you, I can see a nigga getting a sweatsuit. I can see a nigga getting a fitted. But I cannot see no nigga going to Fordham Road and getting his jewelry, his watch, his chain, his rings, and Fordham Road. Dude got 3 rings on his fingers. Like my OGs was like, yo, son, get money dudes don't dress like that. They don't rock 3 rings on his fingers and they like the homie told me, like, yo, son, you got one ring on one finger, another ring on another finger. And it'd be the ring finger or the pinky ring finger. Which is a fact. You're not wearing no 3, 4 rings on looking crazy. Like, that's how you know. You look at Hassan Campbell, dog, you ain't never had a bag. That's why you mad at dudes that ain't never had a bag. Let's get this clear. He's not even a businessman, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this clear about Hassan Campbell. Let's get this clear about Hassan Campbell, right? To have a platform, right? And you still at 474,000. You've been there since 2021, right? You haven't put out no merch. You haven't did anything outside of that because you never was a hustler. So you could tell a hustler and you could tell a nigga that's just a bum with money. Hassan is a bum with money. And niggas know he's a bum with money. That's why niggas don't acknowledge him. All of a sudden, now you want to talk about free Pistol Pete? You was shitting on Pistol Pete. Do people forget what this man said about Pistol Pete? I think I should remind people on my IG today with Hassan Campbell, since he want to support Pistol Pete and he rock with Pistol Pete, right? Well, I'm gonna show the people how he really think about Pistol Pete. Don't switch your tone that B.O. is home, that a few of his co-defendants is home. Don't switch your tone. You had a lot to say when they was home, when they wasn't home. You had a lot to say. Don't switch your tone. Keep the same energy. You said what? You went to war with him? You was about to push his shit back? You said he was a rat? What else you said? He lied? He set niggas up? Keep the same energy. I don't like that fake shit. Keep the same energy. Come on, man. Gotta keep the same energy. Hassan don't keep the same energy. He don't keep the same energy. You was extorted victim. Niggas press you for that bag. Hassan Campbell is extorted because you want to run and say certain niggas' names. You gotta pay these niggas poor tax weekly. Let's get this clear. So when he on there beefing about this and that, man, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear them fake street stories. We don't want to hear them, none of that. Okay? Let's just get that clear. You and Lily not together. Stop it. We already know the story. Lily got another nigga. Stop it. Stop it, brother. Stop it. You need to stop with that. My wife. Nigga don't got a wife. Lily don't live in that house. She never lived in that house. The woman he was living with, that was her house. Let's get that clear. Okay? Let's get that clear. Pineal Gland lived on University. And you, my nigga, you lived in Westchester with the woman that is the mother of your children that you live with. Dude gotta stop the lies, man. That nigga said, yo, Lily told me to smack that nigga Bullet's guy. Why you gonna tell, why would she tell you to slap me when, nigga, I helped you get your motherfucking That big check, you got your biggest check off of that fucking me playing that Whack 100 audio. Nigga, you was hyped and happy that I played that audio on Clubhouse. In fact, you was so happy that I played it, you sat in the room when I played that audio. So why would she tell you to smack me for playing an audio that helped you get that big bag, that $70,000, that $60,000 that you said you got from YouTube? I helped you get great bags, my nigga. By me playing that audio, by me bringing you to Clubhouse, I brought traction to you. Now, when you look at Hassan numbers, man, it's not the same. It don't hit like that. How a nigga goes from doing 100,000 views, let's get that clear. How you lied and say all these things that you saying, bro? Nobody try to destroy you, bro. You destroyed yourself. Like I said, Hassan went from doing 100 and some thousand views. That's what he told y'all, right? Hassan was making money. He was making 60,000. He's making $60,000. He's not lying about that. He's making $67,000 a year on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look. Hassan income came from him. This is what people gotta realize. Hassan wasn't monetized when he first came on YouTube. He wasn't monetized. From 2016 to 2017, he made no money on YouTube. And he'll tell you this. By 2018, he started to make money on YouTube. You know why? He started banging on rappers. My Song, Jim Jones, Jay Prince. Started banging on these people. And that's what made him make money. Before then, he wasn't making shit. He was making diddly, do nothing. And when he started making money on here, he was just going, right? That's where you seen him buying certain shit for his backyard. Buying the Spider, buying the Benz, buying these coats. Upgrading his wardrobe from the baggy jeans and that Astro jersey. How many times you gonna wear that Astro jerseys, man? How many times you gonna wear that? And that sweater that he loved to wear. The fish tank, he redeveloped his whole house off of this YouTube shit. Then, when he got next to Whack, them 20,000 and 30,000 checks turned into 50, 60 to $70,000 checks. So he was making good income on YouTube. Riding around in his baby mama Benz. You know, he was making good money. But you see, Hassan, it's not a business savvy nigga. Instead of him putting his money into businesses and investing and getting his merch and doing his website and shit like that, getting non-profit shit going, he focused on, I got YouTube clout. So him focusing on that YouTube clout, and when he fell off, he didn't know what to do. Niggas not paying for his Patreon. That's a fact. All right? Any nigga that know that got any type of tax problems, child support problems. Niggas get non-profit shit to get their money right. Hassan talks a lot of bullshit. This is the same nigga that told his female supporters, I'm going to buy y'all furniture. The ones that come home from jail, the ones that struggling, the ones that got a bunch of kids and you not able to pay or you homeless, I'm gonna do all of that for y'all. I'm gonna pay y'all rent. I'm gonna do all of this. Well, Hassan ain't did none of that. He ain't did none of that. He said, yo, I got a clothing line I'm about to start. No clothing line ever came out. Hassan is not a smart nigga. He's a dumb, demented, slow, mentally disturbed individual that's a hypocrite. And he's delusional. He suffers from delusions of grandeur. And when you suffer from delusions of grandeur, you start believing your own hype. And he believes his own hype. Hassan is not that smart. He's not the brains of nothing. Listen, his sister got a whole podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? His sister Medina got a whole podcast. Dina has never put him on her shit. Why is that? Why is Hassan Campbell, right, that has a platform, his sister has a huger platform and is very big also? A lot of people know his sister. Big time people, right? He's not even on our podcast. Ain't that something? Your sister got a whole podcast. Your father was on the podcast with your sister. And you are not on the podcast. And your sister got her own website. Sister got her own website, y'all. Real talk. Sister got her own website and everything. On YouTube channel. Right? Sister got her own YouTube channel. Do he support his sister? No. I'm about to plug your sister channel right now, son. That's his sister channel right there, y'all. Look. It's the interview with Hassan, Pops, and his sister. Now, Hassan, if that was my family, right? And my brother or my cousin or anybody and my relatives, because I got family members that got YouTube channels and I support them. You got a whole sister that got a YouTube channel and your channel is kind of huger than your sister. You ain't even supporting your own family YouTube channel, my nigga. Why is that? You not even on the podcast with your sister. Why is that? You out here taking motherfucking the theme song of Keith Sweat talking about that show shit, talking about something ain't right. No, something just ain't right with you, homie. Hassan Campbell, your pops is on YouTube with your sister on her channel, but not on yours. So I'm about to plug that for my audience to go watch this interview. Yeah, Bullis Gotti sent y'all. The intimate conversation with my dad. Yes. Hassan Campbell's sister and his pops. Yeah. Why you ain't got that man on the platform so he could talk about his addiction and he could talk about things that you say all of this about, but you don't have him sitting on a platform with you and having an intimate conversation with your father? Why you not having an intimate conversation with your father? Why is your sister on YouTube doing that and you not doing that? My God. Huh? What's up, gentlemen? Love? Peace. How you? Come on. Your sister got a whole YouTube channel and you ain't supporting. She don't got you on none of these videos. Let's look. 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 He ain't on none of these videos with her. She got a good channel. He ain't on none of the videos with his sister. None of them. None of them. How you hiding your family, bro? You ain't on none of the videos with your sister. Your sister got her own website. She is big. Mega church. But you ain't plugging your sister on nothing. Your sister got a huge following. Huge. But is Hassan Campbell plugging his sister? Is Hassan Campbell going on the platform with his sister? Everybody know your sister. Everybody know her. All the celebrities. Look. Look. And she got her own website. Why you ain't got your own website, bruh? Let's talk about it. You should be helping and supporting your family, Hassan. That's your blood. Why are you not doing that? Why are you not doing that? Why is Hassan Campbell not supporting his family? You don't got a check mark, your sister do. But why is you not supporting your sister family? When y'all all family? Shouldn't you be sitting down there with your sister and your father and having that dialogue? And shout out to your sister, man. Keep doing what she doing. You know what I'm saying? I got family members that's in the ministry too. That got mega churches. You know? But salute to her. And definitely subscribe to her channel. I'm going to definitely watch that interview because I really want to learn about Hassan Campbell. Why he got this identity crisis. We need to learn more about the lies you've been holding because we still not understanding why you didn't have the intimate conversation with your pops. But you not having that conversation with your pops. Why isn't Hassan Campbell not having that type of conversation with his pops on YouTube? Why we don't see you having that intimate conversation with him? Something just ain't right. Because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to figure out how is this man, your sister has a YouTube channel, and you know your sister got a YouTube channel, because y'all blood, y'all family. Why you didn't share that on your page? Huh? Why you didn't share that on your page? Hmm? Why you didn't share that on your page? Why you didn't bring your father on your platform? Why is you on YouTube bringing everybody else on your channel, but you ain't bringing the man that is your blood, the man that is your father? Why haven't you had the intimate conversation with him in your house? Why we don't see that video, Hassan? Why we don't see that video? Why do we see the video with your sister and your father, but we don't see the video with you? Something ain't right. So I'm gonna make sure I bring my audience over to that channel. Yeah, we gonna support, we gonna subscribe, and we gonna support her. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real one. You see how much of a real one I am, Hassan? That I'm going to support and promote your sister video with your father. Yeah, and I'm gonna share it on my time. I'm gonna share it in my wall, but I'm gonna make sure I put it in my chat. Yeah. So my audience could go check it out. Yeah, it's in my chat. Yeah, go check it out. Go click that link. Go watch that. Go subscribe to his sister channel. Let's make sure that shit go viral. Yeah, we doing something that you don't do, Hassan. See how much of a real nigga I am? I'm a solid nigga. That's what solid niggas do. Come on, man. You don't want to bring your father on your platform, bro? Man, my father, listen, bro. I would love to bring my pops on my platform. That'd have been a dope conversation, but he's sick right now. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to bring your father on your platform? They have a dialogue? They have an intimate conversation, but your sister's having an intimate conversation with your father? Hmm. Hmm. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, y'all. I was pops enjoying himself. Seem like you hate your pops, my nigga. Because ain't no way, bro, you wouldn't want to support your pops and support your sister, your big sister. Why wouldn't you not support your big sister? Why wouldn't you not share that? Bring your bring your viewers over there to your sister's platform and support her. You see, I don't talk wild about your moms or your pops. You talk crazy about my pops, my moms. You violated my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? You violated my moms, you know. And my grandmother know your good friend Lord Akim. You know what I'm saying? And no, and the funny thing is, you violated my family when I ain't even violated yours. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy, yo. He don't want to talk about his pops. He don't want to have his pops on a platform with him. He don't want to have a conversation with him. Do an interview with your pops. Wow. Sister doing her thing, man, and you ain't even supporting your sister, man. You ain't trying to make your sister channel do as well as yours. You don't even want to put her on. You talk about you put people on. You don't even put your own family on. You a cold nigga, man. You a cold nigga, man. You a cold nigga. But Bullis Gotti supporting though. I'm definitely gonna be supporting. Salute to your sister, man. Keep doing your thing. We kind of look at you as like, damn, dog, you was really a sucker. You don't even want to put your pops on, my nigga. You ain't even sharing your pops. Talking about being bothered, nigga. Talk about your pops, nigga. Bro, that's crazy, man. Crazy. It's crazy. But hey, man, like I said, man, niggas gonna lie. Niggas gonna be fugazi. Niggas gonna tell all type of fake stories about his life. You know what I'm saying? Your pop's not gonna support your lies. Your sister not gonna support your lies. We know. Your family not gonna support your lies, Hassan. Because this is the thing. You are a liar. You a habitual liar. You a habitual liar, my nigga. You are a habitual liar. You lied about the band thing. That didn't happen. Like you said. You was 18 years old. You was in a full-time relationship with that nigga. You lied. You wasn't a victim. You was promised a book deal, a documentary. You was promised so many things. You lied. You lied. And the messed up part about it is you lied because you was mad with that man because he didn't take you to DC. You want to ruin everything dealing with the hip hop culture. But you would rather quote the hip hop lyrics and playing rappers on your channel and saying you for a positive message, but you still want to play street rap. So you lied. The reason why I don't rock with you because you called me up to go at the hip hop museum. Why am I doing that? I'm not doing your agenda and what that crazy lady that had the documentary wants you to do. I'm not doing that. That's not my problem. Hip Hop Museum don't got nothing to do with your situation with Bam. You accepted Bam apology. You linked up with Bam in 2016. You said you didn't even want to deal with this. So you wasn't no victim. You took your video then. You spoke with Bam. You just wanted the money, the fame, and the notoriety. By any means necessary. And that's why your family is not co-signing it. That's why your father is not coming on your platform co-signing that. Your sister's not going on her platform co-signing that. People in Bronx River is not co-signing that. You was 18 years old. 17, 18 years old coming around them dudes. Bam didn't live in Bronx River when you was coming around. Bam lived on Unionport Road in Parkchester. He lived in the same building my great-grandparents lived. Okay? You lied to the general public because you wanted people to feel sorry for you. You weren't no victims. You was a willing participant. Bam didn't put you on the cover of Midnight Marauders. You try to lie and say, tell the people. That's the last thing he told me when I was on the phone with him. I had just came off of a community guideline and a copyright strike. And the last thing he said to me on the phone was, tell them that I was underage on the Midnight Marauders cover. No, you wasn't. You wasn't underage. Because you and Chi Ali is the same age. And he's on that cover. Chris Lighty put you on that cover. Bam didn't put you on that cover. It was somebody from the project that knew Chris Lighty and got you on that cover. So you wasn't underage. Because Chi Ali is right there on the cover with you. And y'all both born the same year, 1976. So you lied. You lied to the general public. You lied to the masses for fame and notoriety. That's what you did. You was around all the rappers. You was running around. But you wasn't no street nigga. You was a flunky. You was a groupie. You wanted to be down. You lied to the general public. We know you did. Yeah. You lied. And a lot of people don't understand that you were fraud. You were fraud. You were fraud. Your story was the most sad story that people thought was real, but it wasn't. You know, in the beginning, when I first knew about Hassan Campbell, I was like calling BS Cat. to his story. Shout out to my brother Kareem in the building. I see you. I see you, Doc. I see you. What's up, Kareem? When I first saw Hassan's story, I thought this shit was. I was a little confused with his story, right? And I was like, yo, because I had saw the first video he did sitting in his car. And he was talking about, yo, this is in 2015. This is when I first saw it. And then the video got taken down. So we didn't see no more dude. He came back 2016. The next day after that whole, when he saw Bam, when he linked up with Bam, he did a video that day and he went all in on Bam, right? That was the day when the second video had came out. And this was in 2016 around May, right? But before that video, you had Ron Savage, Half Pint. Half Pint, like I told you, and Ron Savage, you know, they much older than Hassan. They is like, if Pint was still alive, he'd be like in his late 50s, you know, going on 60s. Same with Ron Savage. So these guys is talking about being in the projects in the early 80s, late 70s, right? They story and what Hassan's story was, he took pieces of Pint's story, pieces of Ron Savage story, and flipped it, talking about a black book. He didn't know nothing about a black book, because it wasn't around. He listened to Ron Savage, and he listened to what Pint said. He was 12 years old, 12, 13, and he came to him in a wrong manner, right? This is dudes that was, like I said, in their pre-teens, going on teenagers, in the late 70s, early 80s. So he stole a piece of those two men's story and flipped it and made it his story. Now, mind you, when he said, I was broken in already, right? That's what he told y'all. I was broken in already. But fast forward, he said, Bam ain't never did nothing to me. So he can't make the story seem like Pint's story where he pulled that Bam, he said, pulled his thing out and did all of this in the bathroom. So he got to flip the story and say that he did this to him. Now, mind you, when you listen to this story, he said, and then you play Pint's story, you hear Pint said, like, he jumped up, tensed up. Hassan is going to say the same thing. I tensed up, right? So what he did was he gumboed two of these men's stories and he used it to make it his story. But it wasn't his story. It was their story. And he lied. He lied. He lied. So when you go, you can't find Half Pint video, right? You can't find it. But if you go and listen to the Hip Hop DX video that they got of him, when he speaks about the story, and you hear him talk about man, you're going to hear him basically break it down the way I'm breaking it down to you. Okay? The way I'm breaking it down to you, you're going to salute, bro. You already know we made you. The way I'm breaking it down to you, and you listen to Pint's story on the Hip Hop DX video, just look it up. OG Pint says, Africa Bambaataa suck such and such off. You're going to see it on Hip Hop DX. And then you're going to go play Hassan videos where he talks about the situation with him and Bam. And then you play that video. And you listen. And then you be like, oh, shit, this nigga stole this nigga's story. Yeah, he stole that nigga's story. He stole his story. you know. But he's not alive, so he can't tell his story. But he stole his story. Stole his story. You know what I'm saying? And made it his story. Made it his story. Sean is a liar. He's a liar. You know, and I used to, and in the beginning, my mans, he had told me, nah, chill, chill, chill. You know, because I would watch, you know, I was kind of confused with dude, right? Because I know a lot of those guys because, like I said, my mom's used to date a dude that's known in Bronx River Projects. I'm not going to put his name out there on YouTube, but he's a known dude. If I put his picture out there, someone going to know who the dude is, right? But he's a known official dude from Bronx River. Official, right? And the same thing with my step-pops. Known official dude, but he ain't from Bronx River, but he know a lot of them niggas from Bronx River, right? So, a lot of these stories, yes, it's true. Bam is gay. Everybody know he was gay. But the thing is, the song said was not true. He wasn't a victim. He was in a relationship. He don't want the people to know that he lied, that he did it because of the necessity he wanted money. He don't want the people to know that he did it because he was promised a whole bunch of things that never materialized. So that's why you get him going at the rappers. If everything materialized for him, you wouldn't get him going at rappers. You wouldn't get him doing the things that he's doing for views. If it materialized in his favor. He wanted to be a rapper, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted to be in the hip hop game. He has pictures with all the rappers. Big Daddy Kane. He was at the Source Awards with Our God. He was running around with Lord Akim. Shout out to Lord Akim. So he was in the industry, but he never got the chance to be a rapper. You know, he thought in 93 he was going to be just like Chi Ali. But he didn't. You know? Yes, he on a legendary rap cover, but he didn't get to be on there. See, what people don't understand is he was not B.O.'s little mans. He was B.O.'s crash out flunky. Like I tell you, Sugar Ray, B.O., Joe Kid, Tax, those was the niggas that B.O. was his A1 day one niggas. If you wasn't them niggas, you wasn't around B.O. You know, B.O. before he got into the extortion and the extortion game and the gun game and the work he was doing, B.O. was a bank robber. His crew robbed banks. So his son was never around these men and say, yeah, that's my big bro. No, he wasn't his big bro because he wasn't around. He don't know them niggas. He don't know them niggas. He don't know them niggas. So that's why he'll come on the platform and say, yo, Pistol P, I went to war with Pistol. No, you did not go to war with Pistol P. No, you didn't. You lying. You didn't go to war with your brother-in-law, the twins. You didn't go to war with none of them. I spoke to David Mullen's brother. That's the homie. He watched my channel. Shout out to him. He said, nigga, I saved Hassan life. Wasn't on that with none of them niggas. The only person that picked up a gun that chased Twin was Showbiz. Because he was in the street with B.O. when B.O. got killed. And he picked up B.O. gun. He chased Twin. Twin disappeared. The police came. They arrested him thinking that he killed B.O. And they did a whole article on him in the Vibe magazine and the Source and the New York Daily News and the New York Post. And he was released because there was no evidence that said he did that. So they let him go. This is facts. This is facts. So he ran with that narrative that he did this and did that. No, he didn't do nothing. You took showbiz life, nigga. You talk this Xavier Williams. You taking Xavier Williams' life. You ain't nothing like no Xavier. What you gonna do? You gonna talk about Father Time next? Stop taking these dudes' life stories. That ain't your story, bro. You a liar and a fraud. You a liar and a fraud. And you a scary man. And you being friendly extorted by T-Mac, by all them niggas. They don't respect you, nigga. They don't look at you as a nigga that was busting his big gun with them. You paying them niggas poor tax in Cortland, nigga. You got money now. Now you got to cough up that bread. You want to use our name? You got to cough up that bread. And that's what you was doing, coughing that bread up. Facts. That's B.O. little brother. Facts. He coughed up that bread to T-Mac. You know? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, like I said, man, you a liar, you a capper. So, let's get into this Puff thing, man. Everybody's saying, yo, Meech home, Tut home, Puff locked up. People saying, you know, Puff may beat this like Irv Gotti. You know, this Puff case is a fucked up case, man. I like Gene. I don't got no problems with Gene. I don't even got problems with Roger Bonds. But my thing with Roger Bonds and even with Gene is that this dude was paying y'all for all these years. Why go out there and do what y'all do? Like, the resentment that these niggas got towards Puff when Puff was feeding these niggas for years. You know, people gotta understand, Puff been under the radar of the NYPD and the feds since the 90s. They made the hip hop police task force for Puff. Right? I get Bonds want his son to be free. He want the attention. But Bonds gotta understand, bro. You was with Puff all those years. You worked at Ciroc. You made money. You shouldn't be mad with this nigga. A lot of niggas that I spoke with, they very disappointed in Bonds. And they said Bonds gonna take the stand. And if Bonds do that, he killing his street credibility. Nah, Tut not going back to Cypress. Tut, you know, Tut is married to Mac Mama from Fort Greene. They told me he might be going to Atlanta or somewhere, I think down south, but he's not going back to East New York. That's what I was told. He not going back to East New York. A couple people reached out to me. They said he not going back to East New York. Yeah, he not going back out there. You know, cause he's married. You know, so he gonna be staying with his wife. It's just like Prince. Prince not going back. You know, to with his back to Queens. He's staying down south. A lot of them niggas is they already got their business in order and where they going. You know what I'm saying? So they good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he married the Mac Mama. That's his wife. Yeah, that's his wife. That's who went. That's who went and got picked. That's the one. That's who picked Tut up. That's who picked Tut up. Mac Mama. You know what I'm saying? Picked him up yesterday. So Tut gonna be he's with her. I don't know if he got to go to the halfway house or they gonna find a placement so he can go straight home and he on house arrest. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I know he's staying down south. You know what I'm saying? That's just like Ken Do. Ken Do is down south. I don't think Ken Do is even in New York. You know? Nah. She not Spanish. She black. She from Fort Greene. Fort Greene. Yeah. But yeah, he gonna be down south, I think. But yeah, with Bond, I don't have a problem with Bonds, but Bonds went about it the wrong way. You know, Bonds, you was with Puff for all them years, my nigga. The shit Bonds is doing, like nigga, you incriminating yourself. Same thing with Gene. I rock with Gene. Got mad respect for Gene. But Gene, remember, I got Gene book actually. Where Gene book at? Hold on. Gene book. I got both his books, but I got this book right here, right? In this book, if the fans read this book, dog, you incriminate yourself in quite a few of these chapters. Not only just in this book, but on his platform. He said a story. And the girl, Natasha Rubin, right? And let me say this about the Natasha Rubin thing. Because Sean got a documentary coming out on Hulu in November called Honorable. I think Puff is supposed to be in that documentary, and quite a few other people's in that documentary. Right? It's produced by DJ Khaled, right? But in the girl interview, she said that the guns that was shot in the club was from Atlanta. Right? Now, mind you, Hassan said a story. I'm not Hassan, I'm talking about Hassan. Gene said a story about dudes bringing guns up from Atlanta to New York. And it was a bag of guns. Now, mind you, the same shit that he said, Shorty said. Now, mind you, she ain't keep doing the interview, they gonna come and snatch you up in there. He gotta chill. I understand he feel the way he feel about Puff, but there's a lot to that story with D Ferg. I don't even want to get into that, but it's a lot to that $40,000 thing. You know, it's a lot to that story. Puff gave him 10,000, he wanted 40,000. It's a lot to that story. Why D Ferg came up there for the 40,000. But I get it. He upset with him about Biggie. He upset with him about Wolf. He upset about him with D Ferg. But I just feel like, yo, listen, Gene, let it go, bro. He in there, let it go. Had a conversation. Enough is enough. Had a conversation. You edit the same. What people don't understand is Gene edit the same table with Puff. Just like Big Joe edit the table. Just like Tone edit the table. You know? Just like Wolf edit the table. Ock edit the table. You edit the table, Gene. It's you haven't been with Puff since 2005. Let it go. You know? Let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas that's after Puff you gotta understand. The feds and the police been after Puff since the 90s, bro. Since the 90s. They wanted Tut to say Puff name. They wanted Tut to snitch on Puff. They wanted Meech and them to give up Puff. They wanted Jimmy Henchman to give up Puff. They wanted a lot of people to give up Puff. You know? They wanted a lot of people to give up Puff. You know what I'm saying? So the feds been after Puff since back then. That's why when I tell people, yo, Puff been under the radar of the feds since the 90s. Niggas just don't understand that. When they was in Cali, the feds was watching Bad Boy, just like they was watching Death Row. Suge Knight and Puff was both being investigated by the feds at the same time. So, with Gene, you know this man being targeted, bro. Let that shit go. I understand you got your differences, but let it go. And I fuck with Gene. I disagree with a lot of Gene say, but come on, Gene. Come on, bro. Yeah, they asked in Jimmy Proffer, they asked him about Puff. In the Proffer agreement, Jimmy Proffer agreement is online. They used to go look it up. They asked him about Puff. Back then. And that was 2011. 2010, 2011, they asked him about Puff. So this man been targeted by the feds. They been targeting him, the police. They been wanting a case against Puff. From back then to now. They still want a case. You know? Now, they got disgruntled dudes like Mark Curry. I feel bad for Mark Curry. But nigga, he fed you, homie. You going out sad. You know what I'm saying? Mark Curry going up there talking about, you know, oh, D-Mac and this and that. And talking about, like, come on, bro. Nah, he didn't want to give them $40,000. Him and D Ferg. And that's what it was. You know, that's what he was angry about. Not getting a 40K. You know? But like I said, bro, niggas be mad at Puff. The fuck y'all mad? I respect Black Rob for not saying nothing. Yeah, I know who you talking about. You know, you gotta look. Greg Caden, Chuck Phillips. A lot of people been after Puff for years. You know what I'm saying? They know Puff. Puff ain't had nothing to do with the death of Biggie. Let's get that clear. They know that bitch ass nigga Reggie Wright, he knows. And he need to just tell the truth. You had a hand in Pac. They had a hand in that. His pops was at the MGM Grand. Right? They know that the police had a hand in that shit. They know that. Biggie and Pac got killed by the police. They got killed by the police. They got killed by the police. Kevin Gaines killed Pac. Amir Muhammad killed Big. Ebony, what's up? How you? So, when it comes to what happened, at Vegas and LA, it had nothing to do with none of them niggas. It had everything with some in-house death row shit. Some in-house death row shit. Reggie Wright knows. David Kenner knows. It was some in-house death row shit. They wanted Suge out the way, and they wanted to make it look like a East Coast, West Coast beef. This is what people don't understand. How Zip is responsible for the death of Pac when he was around Pac and all of them, they was all around each other. At the fight. In fact, when they was in New York at the VMAs, who was they partying with? Zip, Big D, Chaz, Supreme. That's all they was partying with. Death Row East. So how can somebody that's in the entourage with Tyson, that's Tyson's mans, fucks with Suge and them, Death Row East, because Eric B and them, they fuck with Zip heavy. So how can these niggas be beefing when they came to New York, they was chilling with Zip, Chaz, Preem, Big D, Eric B, and many other official dudes. Rome from Brooklyn also. And a couple other official dudes. So how can what they telling you could be true? When they said Zip got Pac killed. Like, you gotta look at the Zip shit, right? Zip giving Keefy D a gun. Keefy D's an LA nigga. How he's gonna give an LA nigga a hammer? How you gonna get an LA nigga a gun? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He's giving an LA nigga, listen to what I'm telling y'all. He's giving an LA nigga, right, a firearm, right? And they in Las Vegas, right? LA like a 4-hour drive from Las Vegas. What is it, like 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. Vegas to LA, it's 4 hours. Why would an LA nigga need a gun from a nigga from New York in Vegas? Why would Keefy D need that type of gun from a New York nigga? That doesn't make any sense. Greg Kidd lied because they knew it was police shit involved in that. You had police niggas that was blood gang members. They were gang members. The Rampart, when they killed Kevin Gaines, that was to keep his mouth shut. That dude knew the Frank Logan, he knew who that dude was. They kept his mouth shut. They had to knock him off. Y'all ever seen the movie Street Kings? Y'all ever seen the movie Training Day? What they was doing in Street Kings when them niggas started to tell, when they was crooked, wasn't they trying to knock the nigga off? That's what happened with Kevin Gaines. So instead of him knocking the nigga off, the police had to knock him off so he don't tell the operation he had. That's why they swept it under the rug. That's why Puff mother can't get the justice and the Pac family can't get the real justice that they deserve because they letting the real murderers walk away. Because it's politics. LAPD is gangsters just like the street niggas. The Compton police is gangsters. Reggie Wright's father, and Reggie Wright was caught up in a fucking drug bust with Grape Street gangsters. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, what dudes don't know, right, is that when the Death Row East shit, now that's the thing what people gotta understand about the whole thing with Quad Studio and even with cause I'm about to break it down. I'm gonna do a video, but I'm gonna break it down. Cause I'm gonna go back to the Quad Studio shit. Interscope Records got tired of Tupac. They needed him disciplined. I got an interview with Benzino. Y'all already seen it. But Benzino is gonna break down the tactics of Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine played mafia gangster tactics like a lot of those record dudes do. Tommy Mottola did it. All of them do that. You know, when Q-Tip was fucking Mariah, Tommy Mottola them goons at Q-Tip. The mafia goons. Now, they got tired of Tupac. They didn't want to pay him his money when he was in jail. They wanted to drop the nigga. Even during the time he was doing Me Against the World, they wanted to drop the nigga. So they did what they did. And certain individuals got a position, like I told y'all earlier. What happened with that, right? So, fast forward to 1996. Death Row East, Bad Boy, Death Row, right? When people tell you that Pac and the Trayvon Lane situation and Lando Anderson was put there in that lobby. They placed him there in that lobby. Don't you find it kind of fucked up that a nigga's right there in the lobby and the nigga pops? R.W. Sr. was the one that helped him up in the lobby of the MGM Grand. And then after that, they change up at Suge's house, and they go back out. Now, mind you, why would niggas be on the strip looking for these niggas and then gonna say they was at 662? So how you go from 662 to find these niggas on the strip because some bitches said that? Now, just like with the Biggie hit, just like with the Pac hit, they distracted them niggas with the bitches. Let's get that clear. Just like the Biggie hit, just like the Pac hit. They had 2 females, 3 females. It's actually 3 in a car distracted. Biggie, same thing, was distracted by 2 females, right? Now, mind you, when you look at both hits, they try to say 2 dead gang members killed Pac, killed Biggie. No. Mayor Muhammad was the one C said that was a dude. Just like Gene. Yacht did say he saw a nigga that looked like Lando shooting that thing. He said he saw something totally different. So, with that being said, Kevin Gaines shot it. Pop. Amir Muhammad shot Biggie. That's all under that Rampart shit. So because they don't want a lawsuit, they gotta put their attention on the 2 moguls in hip hop, Suge Knight, Puff Daddy. Cause oh, they beefing. No, these niggas is beefing record sales. Them niggas ain't beefing over that. See what happened in Atlanta had nothing to do. Y'all know. That was a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? Kid that killed Big Jake was a dude named Jason. He got killed by the police in Atlanta. They had an issue with them niggas because they grabbed up the nigga Bonton from the Valley. Big Jake grabbed that nigga up. And that's when you hear the thing that me I do no TV shit. And that's when old boy got shot outside of the Platinum House. But they said Wolf. Wolf was behind Suge. They didn't even tell a story right. You know what I'm saying? But when they tell a story, like I said, to make it seem like it's an East-West shit. But it was shit happening behind the scenes. And niggas was doing COINTELPRO shit. And that's what happened. That's what happened. So a lot of niggas got lied on. You know? A lot of people don't know. Like, he's about to take the whole MCA R&B roster. That's a fact. You know? Suge shaking them niggas down. You wasn't paying them niggas right. He was shaking them niggas down. He was building a conglomerate with Death Row East, and they didn't like that. You gotta understand something. Death Row and Bad Boy was selling more records than Def Jam, Uptown. They wasn't selling, and Tommy Boy. Those labels wasn't doing as well as Bad Boy and Death Row was doing. In that era. We talking about from 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. They was selling better units. So, on some COINTELPRO shit, they had to do what they had to do. You know, start up a fake beef with Vibe magazine and lie on certain people. Let's get that clear. And they didn't like what was going on. So, fast forward to 2024, both Suge and Puff is in prison right now. And the niggas that's involved with the death of Pac and Biggie, one of them is on YouTube talking shit. One nigga stole Suge company, Reggie Wright. He stole the nigga company. And then David Kenner stole all of Tupac's unreleased music. And then what they did was they sold it to Tom Wiley, who sold it to Jimmy Iovine. Let's get that clear. Niggas understand in the music industry, they have life insurance policies on niggas. It is what it is, man. So with the whole Puff thing, it's fucked up. You know? Dude been targeted by the feds. Even with the R. Kelly case. You know? People look at that case, for example, right? Cals was extorted for years, right? When he let go Barry Hankerson started that extortion shit. Right? Facts. 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 That's what Jimmy Iovine is about. You know, Zeno, when y'all see the fourth part of my Benzino interview, you gonna hear him talk about how, you know, Jimmy Iovine wanted him to stop going at Eminem. You know, Eminem is the police, bro. Let's get it clear, bro. You see, he went at Puff, right? He was talking about Puff need to go to jail, and then look, Puff gets arrested on Monday. Drop the record with old boy, and Puff gets arrested on Monday. You know? Now, with R. Kelly, Barry Hankerson put them on, put Jimmy on Kels. Kels wasn't lying when he said, yo, it was guns. Because I'm about to get into it. Let's get into it. Because a lot of this shit, you gotta realize something in this industry, in this music industry, these niggas is dirty. And a lot of brothers is getting incarcerated because they not going with the agenda of the machine. Now let me get to this R. Kelly, because I wanna touch on it, right? So R. Kelly was doing the Feeling On Your Booty video shoot in Nikki Beach, 2000. What happened was he had a duffel bag with his jewelry, money, and had tapes in it. The dude went in there, somebody went in there and stole the duffel bag. What happened was they took a video that they said Kel was in the video with a young girl, and it wasn't no young girl in the video. But they said that was, right? So they tried to extort I think it was $60,000 out of R. Kelly, and he didn't pay the money, right? Barry Hankerson was on a campaign going at him after he fired him. He was talking this about R. Kelly and saying he's sick and this and that. Out of nowhere. You know, after David Hyatt went to jail, Barry Hankerson took over, right? So he was just saying all this about Kels. So the dude Ali Zoe that's now, he's out. He just got freed, I think last week. He's home. He and the chick, Lisa Van Allen, because he the one that brought Lisa Van Allen to Barry Hankerson, right? And what they did was they tried to get a bunch of more money. They wanted to get money out of Kels, and he wasn't going for it. So what they did was they sent this stuff to the reporter that worked for the Chicago Tribune, the same reporter that is on Surviving R. Kelly, okay? That's on all of that, right? They sent it to him on the Chicago Tribune, and what basically did, he sent that to the Fed, to the prosecutors in Chicago, and that's how that first case happened. Now, mind you, now look, because this story's about to get interesting. R. Kelly's doing the Best of Both World project with Jay-Z. Fire-ass album. One of my favorite albums. I'm upset that we can't listen to that album no more. It's a fire-ass album. Kels was killing it. Kels was on fire, you know. And a lot of people don't know, before the Chocolate Factory, it was supposed to be, what's the joint he was supposed to do? He had More and More on the album, and he had my joint. Damn, I forgot the album. But it was supposed to be before the Chocolate Factory, right? Facts. So, Kels, you know, that's a fact, Mr. Warbuck. We already know Puff is taking it. We already know Puff is taking the fall for Jimmy. We already know. So, Kels went to damn, it's coming to me. Hold on. To the God, Loveland. That's it, Loveland. That was supposed to be the album that was supposed to come out before Chocolate Factory. A lot of people don't know that. Loveland was the album. More and More was on that album. Loveland. That was supposed to be the album to come out for Chocolate Factory. Because he was dealing with the case at the time, he had to push that album back. and it became unreleased, right? Which is a dope project. You know, I heard the bootleg version of it. So in 2004, Jay-Z and him goes on tour. R. Kelly Best of Both Worlds tour, right? Him and Jay was having beef. They was beefing. Him and Jay-Z, they was beefing. There's a whole lot of shit going on, a whole lot of lighting, whole lot of BS was going on, right? So they in the garden, they performing. And I think they was performing Take You Home With Me or the Best of Both Worlds joint. Kels saw two niggas in the audience. There was one dude that had a trench coat on, not a trench coat. He had I think it was a trench or a parker. No, he had a parker on. My bad, he had a parker. So the dude in the audience had a parker on, and he was flashing that he had a strap on. So R. Kelly saw that, he peeped that dude, right? So then he does his set. Another dude is standing there in the red, flashing the hammer again at him, right? Got a parker on too. So this is when Kelly gets on stage. He gets pepper sprayed, right? Same night, he gets pepper sprayed. So R. Kelly and them, I heard the story. They stop the show. They do Jay-Z and Friends. R. Kelly goes to the hospital. They do Jay-Z and Friends. Now, when he goes back to do the next show, the next night, they deny R. Kelly in the building. That's when the whole situation happened. You hear Barnes tell a story, right? R. Kelly, these was goons. These was Jimmy goons. That was basically, he hired these goons, was hired because Barry Hinkerson was trying to put pressure on Kels. So that's why when you hear Cassidy and them say, yo, we gave them niggas straps, because basically they was trying to send Kels a message through Barry Hinkerson. Now fast forward, Surviving R. Kelly. But before Surviving R. Kelly, let's fast forward a little bit, because we're going to get back into this Puff thing and we're going to get to this R. Kelly thing. So fast forward to 2016. Salute. R. Kelly does the song with Lady Gaga, right? Him and Lady Gaga doing Saturday Night Live, American Music Awards, the Grammys, they performing, he killing it. They start saying R. Kelly got a sex code. Now he doing Huffington Post and all that. They start bringing up that old case, right, that he beat. Fast forward, they find it that he had no code in Atlanta. Fast forward, 2018. R. Kelly doing his thing. He touring. I went to go see R. Kelly, the Buffet tour, right? So he doing his thing. He about to drop a new album in 2019. It's about to go up. It's about to go crazy up. He working with Drake. He working with these ones. Working with all the newest artists for his new album, right? Fast forward. Surviving R. Kelly drops. The documentary was done by Dream Hampton. Now, if y'all know who Dream Hampton is, that's the woman that said that Nas had ghostwriters for the Untitled album. That's the one that violated Pac, dissed Pac in an interview, you know, whole lot of shit. Clown female. But she's a big Jay-Z supporter. Right? So indirectly, bi-directly, Hove got a hand in that shit. Indirectly, whatever directly, he got a hand in that shit. Right? They come out with the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. They do a part 2. or before they do a part two, they get a case. Now this man is in prison because of a documentary. Documentary. They had no new videos. You know, Michael Avenatti was an extortionist. That's why he in jail for 15 years for trying to extort Nike. They had no case. But like I said, with the Puff case, with the R. Kelly case, prosecutors had something to prove, and those people behind the scenes that doing the dirt wanted them out the way. So with Puff, they wanted Puff out the way. He fucking up the flow. He fucking up the flow. Once Puff start talking about black empowerment, start talking about the music ain't got certain type of frequency in it, you fucking up the flow. So then you get people like a Eminem, and you get these other people, these social, these podcasters that's being paid to do smear campaigns. Don't be surprised. Podcasters. So you get a Tasha K, you get all these other ones because they being paid. They being paid by these people to do the slander. You know what I'm saying? And that's why what happened with R. Kelly happened with R. Kelly. And that's why what happened to Puff happened to Puff. They don't really have no strong case. They don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't be trying to bank on witnesses. They don't care if it's lies. They don't care if it's the truth. They just want a nigga out the way. You know? Long as you is with the agenda that they with, they want you to keep. Come on, man. They got a whole documentary right now talking about they putting people in, they doing all these documentaries on Puff, TMZ, you know, all these documentaries they doing. You know why they doing that? To make a nigga character look bad, just like what they did with Bill Cosby. You know why they doing that? To make a nigga character look bad, just like what they did with Bill Cosby. The Bill Cosby, perfect example. Bill Cosby and Dr. J was partnered in NBC, right? Dr. J's son was murdered. You know, they said he was missing, and then they ended up finding him dead. He was murdered because Dr. J and Bill Cosby was partnering up to buy NBC with a couple other people to partner up to do that. You know? Facts. So when they killed Bill's son and they killed Dr. J's son, don't try to buy no NBC. Bill Cosby caught the case that he caught because he told Condom Morgan, y'all can't frack on my property. And because he told Condom Morgan, y'all can't frack on my property, they put a whole case on him. Put a whole case on him. Because he told him, no, don't frack on my property. I'm not going for that. You know? You gotta understand. Black music right now, and this is real, the urban market in music right now is over with. Eminem is the face of black music. Let's get that clear. Eminem is the face of black music right now. Just hip hop in general. Beyonce used to be the face of popular music, right? No. Taylor Swift is the face of popular music, right? Elliot Grange, Lucius Grange, took over Universal. They got it locked. Now they got Atlantic Records. You know, you got Scooter Braun's, you know, also taking over the music industry. Let's get that clear, right? Taking over the music industry. But Elliot and his father has taken over Atlantic Records. Just the whole Warner Music Group. They the face of the music. Let's get that clear. So when it comes to urban music, it's no more. It's no more. People don't understand is they don't need urban music no more. Cause now they did what they already knew they was gonna do. See, Eminem, people say, oh, people hating on Eminem. Nobody's hating on Eminem. Let's get that clear. Because I wanted to get into this conversation, right? Because I saw Ed Lover spoke about the Eminem thing, right? Nobody hating on Eminem, right? Eminem, yes, he signed 50. Yes, he signed with Zelda. Yes, he's a fan of the culture. But Eminem is what they call the Great White Hope. And he's giving them that. That's why he's the face of hip hop right now. That's why he's selling more records than every black artist right now. He's still selling records. Still selling records. Still selling records. He's still doing the same numbers he was doing when he first came in the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these black dudes, a lot of black brothers don't want to sell their catalog. R. Kelly, if he sold his catalog, he probably would have had his freedom right now. Puff, and he sold them people, Bad Boy, and the whole catalog, he would have his freedom right now. Dr. Dre is alive this day because he sold his catalog. RZA doesn't have a federal case because RZA and the Wu, they got FBI files on them. Salute. They sold a catalog. Or RZA sold a catalog. And they don't got no cases. Lil Wayne has freedom right now because he sold his catalog. Jay-Z, he sold all them Rockefeller artists. He sold a catalog. Everybody you see selling a catalog, they not going to jail. Dame, love Dame. I pray for Dame. They want Dame, and I'm going to say this right now. They're going to either put him in jail or they're going to knock him off. Because they want Dame catalog. They want his catalog. He's holding on. I respect him for holding on. I respect him for holding on. He's not letting it. He's not doing that. Jay wants to sell it. Jay wants to sell it. But Dame is saying no. And they gonna try to do so. They gonna try to put something on Dame. They gonna try to put something on Dame. Because he don't want to sell it to these corporate. And that's what people gotta understand. If you ain't selling your shit to these corporate motherfuckers, you going to jail. You going to jail because you ain't playing ball with them. But if you play ball, like RZA play ball, like Dr. Dre play ball, like all these people play ball, you don't got to worry about that. They ain't holding on to that reasonable doubt shit because he know that. I keep trying to tell you, Puff is in jail not only just for the liquor company, he's in jail because he didn't want to sell a catalog. He didn't want to sell Bad Boy records. That's what people don't understand. People don't understand that. Once you sell it to them, they own you. You know? Suge got his company stolen from him. So he wasn't going to sell his shit. Reggie Wright stole his company up under that nigga. So that's why he didn't sell his shit. But like I said, R. Kelly, all of them. For R. Kelly today, sell his catalog and say, you know what? I'm going to sell my catalog. He'll be free. He will be free. If he sells his catalog today, he will be free. I'm telling you. Lil Wayne didn't get out of a 20-year sentence because he's Lil Wayne. He got out of a 20-year sentence because he sold Drake, Nicki, and his self-catalog. Dudes better wake up, man. You know? Yeah, Jimmy Iovine found, you know, Jimmy Iovine found Eminem. That was his baby. He's the one that gave Dr. Dre the tape. Dr. Dre was being dropped from Interscope. The Firm album, the Aftermath album, it was over with for Dre. It's over with for Dre. He gave him the demo tape. Dre signed him. Everything that you see people trying to give Dre accomplishments, how y'all giving him accomplishments when he ain't behind none of that? Dre Beats wasn't his idea. That was Jimmy Iovine's idea. Eminem wasn't Dre's idea. That was Jimmy Iovine's idea. You know? And like I told y'all, he was the great white hope. They needed a great white hope. Eminem is the great white hope. Benzino was saying this shit. People was like, yo, Benzino hating. No, he wasn't hating. He was just saying what it is. And now when you look at the music climate right now, black music is not the top of the conversation no more. The conversation piece right now is the greatest white rapper. But it is what it is. Now let's get into this. Dogface. I've been watching this dude, Dogface. Big Meech. But I really want to talk about the Big Meech shit, you know. You know. You know. I really want to talk about this Big Meech thing. You know, Big Meech came home. A lot of people trying to call him a rat. We gonna break this shit down. Cause I don't get it. I don't get it. Bullis Gotti don't get it, y'all. You know, I don't get the whole beef that's going on in Detroit with these dudes, you know, beefing. I watched the dude, Dogface, he tried to go at Meech. He was on Gully TV, speaking about the street lords and all that. Shout out to the street lords. They don't talk about the street lords. You know, the street lords, a lot of people don't know the street lords, the Cheddar Boys. That was the voice of Detroit. Eminem never was the voice of Detroit. He was the voice of, you know, he's like Kid Rock, bro. If you look at Kid Rock and you look at Eminem, they're the same type of person. Only thing difference is Kid Rock is just more radical. Eminem is just more liberal, but they had the same ideology. And they wasn't the face of Detroit, right? They never was. You know what I'm saying? They was just white dudes that just had the white privilege to get put on. But shout out to them. I don't got no, issues with them. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So I was watching this thing with Big Meech. Shout out to Big Meech. Right? Welcome home to Big Meech. So everybody been going in on Big Meech. Saying, yo, Big Meech, told, this and that. Right? No, I know. I know, Jimmy Sean M. I know Jimmy Sean M. I know he did. I know Dre done signed him. He was a Jimmy Iovine project. I know. But yeah, so Big Meech, since he returned, been causing got a lot of these dudes upset and jealous, man. I never seen men mad at this man. This man been locked up since let me see when he went in. He went in like in 2005. He's been going, and dudes is upset with this man that's been going that long. Mind you, he's been going since 2005, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. He's been going a long time. And to see people get on a platform and try to call a dude a rat, it's crazy. Right? Now, Blue Da Vinci did bad, y'all. How is people acting like Blue Da Vinci didn't cry on the stand? You know? Blue Da Vinci got on the stand. He told. He told. He profited and all that. Now, like I said, dudes don't like Meech because Meech did it big. I get it. Other people, they feel the way they feel. That's cool. I get it. I understand that. But Meech was huge. Well, niggas like it or not, Meech was huge. Okay? Meech was huge. Okay? He not only just put on for Detroit, he put on for New York, Atlanta, LA. You know what I'm saying? Blue wasn't the only Crip nigga he was running with. This what people don't get. And this what people never got, you know? And I'm going to just keep it real. Meech, and this is some real shit, was fucking with D-Mac, V, who owned Platinum House. They was Mansfield gangster Crips. So Meech been fucking with the Crips before Blue. Meech didn't really fuck with Blue. Meech was fucking with Jeezy more than Blue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The nigga Jack, yeah, yeah. So Meech was huge. Now, mind you, I get it how other people feel. I get it. Lil Preem, he has every right to say, yo, niggas should show the same love to Prince. I get it. Prince is a legend. Don't get me wrong, Prince is a legend. You know what I'm saying? But Prince, a lot of people gotta realize, Prince been going since 90. So a lot of people don't know Prince. They know Preem because Preem had a longer run than Prince. Preem was out here. You know what I mean? A lot of people know Preem. Preem name rings. If Preem was released today, it'll his echo chamber effect will be huge. But I get it. I understand. Prince should have had, they should have given his flowers. I get it. But a lot of people didn't know that Prince was coming home. A lot of people didn't know that. Only a select few knew that. But he still get love too. But back to what I'm saying about Meech. So Blue Da Vinci and the dude Cuffy is out here slandering Meech, right? Saying, yo, Meech got home because his girl told. I mean, okay, that's what y'all feel. Meech is home off of a compassionate release. The same thing that Lou Hobbs, Lou Sims, Kendall Riley, Akbar Prey, King Tut, Walter Johnson, uh, who else? Who else came home from a compassionate release? Uh, Farris, yeah, Farris. Uh, not Billy Guy, Los. A lot of them is coming home with a compassionate release. Okay? And a lot and many others can come home too. Preem could come home with a compassionate release. Couple other people could come home with a compassionate release. Bob Lemon, Bill Underwood, they all came home with a compassionate release. T Black could come home with a compassionate release. Jimmy Henchman. A lot of people could come home with a compassionate release. It's just if you had people lobbying for you and people, going in there and putting the work in. Isaac Wright is doing that. You know, Pistol Pete Pops is doing that. A lot of people is doing that for a lot of people. But Preem may not could come home. Scooter may not could come home, depending on how they case look. If they got a whole lot of bodies, like World, Pistol Pete, they may not could come home. You know what I'm saying? They may not could come home. You know, because that compassionate release is, something. But a lot of niggas is shook right now that Tut is home. Just like a lot of niggas is shook that Prince is home. You know, I heard a certain rapper from Flatbush is kind of upset. Yeah, it depends, but Mr. Wahlberg, I think Scooter case, I think because this case is the Poison Clan case. I think they got drugs, but they also got bodies. But I don't know if he got charged with bodies. I don't know if he got charged with bodies, but I know his case is a pretty serious case. So he may can come home on a compassionate release, and he may not. It's kind of like T Black case. Like he may can come home with a compassionate release, but yeah, a certain rapper from Flatbush is not speaking about, you know, son being home, Tut being home. And you know who I'm talking about, Mr. Warbucks. He not talking about that. He trying to talk about everything else, but not the release of Tut. Chubbs and Smiles, right? I know they had the bodies, but it's like a lot of people who come home. This kind of, I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Warbucks, this First Step Act cases, like when people coming home, it's kind of like tricky, because a lot of people is coming home. I know it ain't his place. I know it ain't his place. But he should he he highly quiet though. The whole Brooklyn talk about it. He highly quiet though, Mr. Warbucks. But this is the thing, right? This is what I'm saying. Like with the whole compassionate release shit, is like you don't know if dudes that got bodies can come home. Cause look, Lou Sims had bodies and he came home. So it's kind of like tricky. It's kind of tricky. It's I don't know, maybe how they lobby for a nigga. Cause it's kind of tricky because a lot of people is coming home, but then it's like you don't know how they doing it, you know, cause it could be Larry Hoover could come home, you know, cause they say Larry Hoover charged with bodies, he could come home. Then somebody like a Jeff Ford, he could come home. You know, it depends. You know, I don't know if it maybe because brothers been in there and they got sick or illness reasons or age reasons. I don't know, you know, because the way it's looking, it's like dudes is coming home and the way they doing it, they letting them out. But like I said with Big Meech, Blue Da Vinci been running his mouth, and the dude, what's his name, Cuffy from St. Louis, is upset with Meech, right? Now, mind you, right, and I'm gonna say this on my platform. How was they mad at Meech, right? And the chick, uh, the Cowens, Tammy Cowens, right? How they mad at his chick for doing what she doing, right? But y'all not mad at Shorty that mess with y'all favorite rapper, the rapper nigga from Brooklyn that got the nigga from Washington Heights, who wife, you know, did what she did for the team. Nobody mad at that. Y'all skip past that. So had the same energy that you had for the rapper from Brooklyn, you know, that wife, that homie's wife, told her for the team. Had that same energy. Don't be like, oh, yo, Meech a rat, yo, fuck Meech, man, he a rat. No. Y'all still want to work with that nigga that y'all say is the GOAT rapper, that his partner got the wife that's an informant. Come on, man. Come on. Let's talk about it. Cause people like, oh, yo, Meech did bad. Okay, where Meech did bad at? Cause if y'all don't know, they should have the same energy. You know, they should have the same energy as y'all give the GOAT rapper a pass. Give Meech that pass. You know, but shout out to Meech though. Welcome home to Meech, man. Everybody that's hating on Meech, stop the hate, man. Y'all, Meech been gone. You know what I'm saying? His son is in position. He back in position. Let Meech be great, man. Let Meech get that bag, man. Let Meech get that bag. Meech is legit anyway. He not going to sell no bricks. All the nigga was doing was partying. So let Meech be great. Let Meech enjoy, his life and enjoy his time with his son doing his thing, and he get to see his TV show while not in prison, you know, and he get to live his life. Let Meech be great. All these niggas talking about Meech told Meech that, man. I don't want to hear that Meech told shit. Stop the fucking cat. Meech a real one. Now, I want to get into this story I saw yesterday, but I already knew this, right? So as y'all remember, I had Chinaman on my platform, right? Chinaman from Brooklyn. I had the homie Chinaman on my platform. And I don't fuck with Jeezy Moolah. Jeezy, niggas from my hood got issues. You know? Um, yeah, Mr. Boy Bucks. That's a fact. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that nigga Zipwiththedrip in a minute. I'm gonna get into that nigga. But I want to talk about this Jeezy Moolah shit. So Jeezy Moolah, niggas don't know who he is. He's a little nigga from Brooklyn, from Canarsie. You know, I spoke to the nigga on the phone. I don't fuck with son. I don't rock with son. Not at all. And niggas from my hood don't rock with him. I got stories about that nigga. You know. And the nigga ordered a hit while he was in the feds. Ordered a hit. Now he had a 10-year bid, right? This nigga about to smoke this nigga boot and get this nigga a life bid, right? Now he's in jail for some accident, shooting, the gang that ain't shoot straight type shit, accident murderer type shit, right? So mind you, they shoot the nigga. Yeah, he did some rat shit. He did some rat shit in Atlanta. He did some rat shit. He is a rat. Jeezy Moolah is a rat, Mr. Warbucks. He's a rat. My niggas that do my niggas that fuck with that car shit, we been knew he was a rat. He called my phone with his manager, right? It's my man's cousin, right? The chick. The nigga called my phone from a private number and said, yo, bro, how you gonna call me a rat? How you gonna call me a rat, my nigga? How you gonna call me a rat? The streets fuck with me. I'm like, nigga, you's a rat, nigga. I told him that on the phone, straight up. So, he's in jail. The dude, Chinaman, is home, right? Chinaman running around. Now, he worked for Chinaman. He was Chinaman's worker for years. You know what I'm saying? When it came to that swiping shit, he was under Chinaman. You know what I'm saying? For years. For years. Him, A Boogie Girl, they was all under this nigga for years, right? Chinaman said some shit about the nigga on the internet. He got in his feelings, and he ordered a hit on the nigga online. Social media, dickhead nigga, right? And he had his bitch, had this bitch, right? From Miami, or I think she was from New York. I don't even know. The bitch from New York, Miami. But he had this bitch line the nigga up. Now, I already knew that him and the nigga Jeezy had issues. Because my peoples told. Say, yo, him and the nigga. Because I thought the nigga was cool with the nigga. Because when he was on the interview with me, he said, yo, that's my little mans. I fuck with him. So I didn't know him and the nigga had beef. But, these niggas be suckers. And they be whole hoes. So he violated the nigga. And the nigga basically had this nigga hit in December. Facts, Joff. The nigga went to the Fed, went to the joint. He was outside at a club, and they hit the nigga Chinaman, but missed him, right? So the second hit, that he in the car with the chick, they get him, but they don't get him. They get the chick. This nigga gets fucking federally re-indicted for another homicide. If you can't make this shit up, I don't know what. And I tell niggas all the time, bro. Niggas be telling me about this Jeezy nigga. I be like, yo, son, the nigga had a 4-year run in the streets. I wouldn't even say a 4-year run. He never had a run. Because the nigga always was getting locked up. So he never had a real run. He was on the street. As a teenager, he was a worker. He came home 2018, went back in. Right? I said, son ain't never had a run. Niggas don't know the nigga to have no run. So you get 10 years. You ain't satisfied with 10 years. You go back, get re-indicted. They gonna give you the life. They gonna give you the life. They gonna give you the L. It's over. But he's a bozo. Like, niggas know that he's a bozo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he thought he was gonna pop and rap and it didn't happen for him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, his niggas from my hood killed his niggas. Both of the niggas, they should have stuck the basketball. Killed both of them niggas. One nigga, they blew the nigga head off, had his fucking shit in the cup holster. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be goofies, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then when they try to retaliate, they shoot the wrong niggas. Like, yo, so when I read that David, I'm like, hold on. So you mean to tell me these niggas was doing shootings and shooting the wrong niggas? They thought the niggas was the homies and the niggas wasn't the homies? Oh, man, this nigga's crazy, bro. So now they do the same thing to Chinaman. One hit failed. Second hit failed. They kill an innocent. They killed the nigga girl. And the nigga drove off. Hey, come on, bro. Like Pac said, my nigga, I'll reject your deposits, nigga. It's crazy. It's crazy. That nigga got a boo thing in there, man. He don't want to come home. I can't, bro. I can't see a nigga. And that nigga been in jail, like I told y'all. That nigga been in jail since his early 20s, bro. The nigga hasn't been in the streets. He hasn't been on the street. Literally on the street since he was a teenager. That nigga's been in jail. His first bid he ever caught was in, I think, 2016, 2017. Came home 2018. He hasn't been on the street long enough, my nigga. So I laugh at a nigga like that. Like, you was a bozo, bro. Like, nigga, you went in, you go back in, come home. He's a bozo. And he ain't nigga should have stick to what he know, nigga. Everybody want to be a fake gangster. Nigga, you're not a gangster. Y'all tried it, and niggas got y'all niggas. You should have stick to being what you know, a scammer. That's what he should have stick to. He's a scammer. Be that. Be that. But he didn't want to be a scammer. He wanted to be a fake street nigga. And like I said, that nigga went to jail, 26, came out, go back in, came out, go back in. You's a bozo. I don't look at that nigga. I don't respect Jeezy more. I ain't never fuck with that nigga when he was on the street. And I don't fuck with that nigga locked up. He's another Casanova, a dickhead nigga. And both of them niggas is rats. You know, and his ass gonna tuck his tail. He gonna be in the same dropout. I'm telling you, like Casanova, because Casanova in Tucson, he in a dropout, y'all. He ain't in the main line. He ain't in the USPs. He in an FCI. These niggas is not, they not going into them USPs. They in FCIs. Because they paperwork is not right. Cass got 5 sealed documents. He can't go into USP. Jeezy Mula, if I read his paper, if I go get his paperwork right now, his docket sheet, I'm going to see maybe 6 sealed documents. So he ain't walking in no USP. He going in them FCIs. Real talk. He going to a dropout. He ain't walking on main line. I'm telling y'all. Niggas a rat. or Tui. Him and Cass. That's why when niggas be talking that gangster shit, like I don't listen to these rapper niggas. Like I be telling y'all, man, like niggas gotta know that these niggas is actors, bro. They deserve Oscars, bro. Everybody, like niggas stick because they from Brooklyn that they thorough niggas. Niggas got stories on these niggas. Niggas got stories on these niggas. Cass, Jeezy, even Tax Stone. Niggas got stories on these niggas. These are characters. Bozos. Meom, like Biggie said, Meom, critically acclaimed, slug past your frame. You know? So, and characters. I don't listen to none of these niggas. I don't listen to none of these niggas. You gotta really ask yourself, yo, bro, stop it. And what the fuck is up with Rick Ross, man? Rick Ross talking about the streets. What the fuck is Rick Ross talking about? Like, I really want to know what the fuck is Rick Ross talking about the streets. Bro, Rick Ross, and I don't got an issue with Rick Ross. I like his music. I think Rick Ross is dope. But bro, stop it, bro. You use Meech name. You ain't never been really around Meech like that. I get it, you was signed a block and all that. But you ain't really around Meech like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with Ross, like, that's why I be looking at them niggas in the like Hocus 4/5 and them niggas like suckers, bro. Because Hocus, you was in jail mad that Rick Ross came to your projects. Now you on the internet talking about Rick Ross is the bro. Like, make that make sense. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no beef with Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nigga make good music, but you know what I'm saying? I don't look at Rick Ross as no gangster. I don't look at him no gangster. You know what I'm saying? I ain't niggas need to really, you know, because when Rick Ross was doing all that shit in New York, they shot his tour bus up. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear Rick Ross talking about the streets, I'm like, come on, Rose, stop it, bro. Talking about my brother free, nigga. Ross, you was a CO, nigga. I'm still waiting for the Miami niggas, like the Boobies, the Oomps, the Convertible Birds. I'm waiting for Miami gangsters to stamp this nigga as a Miami gangster. Cause I keep it real, I have not heard of Miami, like real Miami get money boss nigga say, yo, that nigga Rose is a real certified nigga in Miami. I heard them say the nigga was a correctional officer, you know, but hey, I don't know. CB4, nigga, CB4. We in the era of CB4s, man. Everybody is CB4s out here. Everybody is CB4. You got Hassan Campbell, CB4, Casanova, Taxstone. All these dudes are CB4s, man. I told niggas, like the 2000s, the late 2000s, and the 2010s and the 2020s, produce more CB4 niggas than a little bit. The 2000s, the late, I'm talking about 2009 to 2010s to the 2020s produce more CB4 gangsters than a little bit. And it's sad. But, you know, Chris Rock was ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time. But yeah, like I said, man, Jeezy Moolah's a dickhead, my nigga. Bozo nigga, man. Like, fuck that nigga, man. On my mama, nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. He's a bird. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You mad at your boss. Nigga, you was his worker for years. You ain't never had your own situation, nigga. You work for Chinaman. Chinaman was your boss. You know? Schmurder just like everybody else, my nigga. He was running with a bunch of bozos. And him running with bozos got him in a situation, got him in. But Chinaman was your boss. You know, for all them years. You know? People need to stop giving 10-9. And another thing, man. Yo, I'm tired of Vlad interviewing this rat-ass nigga 1090 Jake. First of all, 1090 Jake is not no street expert on nothing that is street. Okay? 1090 Jake is a dude that got assaulted in prison. Not even in prison. He was in a camp. Let's get that clear. He didn't even walk no main line. That nigga walked the camp. Okay? Did 2 years for stealing from his aunt and uncle. I don't take nobody like that serious to tell me. And that's why I look at them GKB niggas crazy. Because how y'all got something where this is supposed to be Gangster Killer Bloods, right? It's supposed to be the most official set in New York State. And y'all got a fucking informer, a fucking cop nigga running around like he's official. What we doing, bro? What Prodigy book? Prodigy book was not a lie. Prodigy book was the truth. Everything he said in that book was the truth. He ain't say no lies. It just rubbed people the wrong way. Let me say this about Prodigy book, right? For dudes like Sherm and Lake, you know, and Havoc to a certain extent, and Capone, Tragedy, Gaddafi, they gonna feel a way about that book. The Cadillac Tie shit, like Earl said, it was some truth into it. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say that. Yo, Rel, what's good with you, my nigga? Yo, you know we was talking about your pops. My nigga Rel on like he need to just do a YouTube channel and tell the people who he related to. Fort Greene legends, my nigga. Like, I was talking about this nigga Pops the other day, my nigga, and Uncle, nigga. This nigga Rallo wanna talk about him being Fort Greene royalty, my nigga. Yeah. He don't wanna talk about him being from Fort Greene royalty, my nigga. That's my nigga Relly Rel, man. Shout out to Rel, man. The real Relly Rel, man. My boy. Hey, yo, your boy Coca. Yeah, R.I.P. Jew boy, man. I be trying to tell niggas, man. I know a lot of certified niggas, man. My boy Relly. I be trying to tell my boy Relly, Hey, yo, Relly. Hey, yo, you told your pops Tut home, Rel? Yo, my son uncle a Fort Greene legend, bro. Everybody know Juju, man. Everybody know Jew Boy. Fort Greene legend. Kev Webb, man. Fort Greene legends, man. They know about the red face Rolly nigga at the tunnel, nigga. With the tunnel security, to fight with the tunnel security, man. Real shit. Went to Jacob the next day, man. My boy Relly Rel got stories, bro. Legends, but nah, his book was 80% factual. It was 80% factual. Shout out to Prodigy, man. I know they about, yo, Relly Rel, I know they about to throw a party for Tut. I just was talking about Tut. Well, before you came in here, Rel, I just was talking about Tut. I know they gonna throw a big party, you know. East New York on fire right now, son. East New York on fire. It's a real nigga parade in East New York, my nigga, since Tut came home, bro. Niggas gonna throw the biggest party for Tut. You know that, rap. I know your pops was happy to see Tut home, my nigga. I know he, I know he was happy to see Tut home, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tut, man. Welcome home, King Tut, man. But yeah, like I said, with 1090 Jake, man, that nigga right there should not have no type of voice, my nigga. He's the Eminem of shit. If niggas look at Tekashi 6ix9ine the way they look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, what's the motherfucking reason they don't look at 1090 Jake the same way, my nigga? Let's get that clear, bro. Why 1090 Jake get a pass, but Tekashi don't? Because if 1090 Jake get busted right now and they have a federal indictment, he's going to be singing. If he did it one time, he gonna do it again. Nigga, he no different than Trap Lord Ross. He no different than Adam 22. I don't got no beef with Adam. Shout out to Adam. He no different than Vlad. We gotta just speak the facts. Facts, Rev. You gotta speak the facts. You know your boy Coca, yo, Relly, you know your boy Coca wanna come on the platform, bro. No Coca. Shout out to Coca. People be hating on Coca Jigga, but Coca stood tall, nigga. Billy Otto already confirmed it. Coca stood tall and handled his business. Famo Banger got his jaw broke. Yeah, them niggas allow Bloodsport. That's why I lost a lot of respect for Bloodsport, bro. Bloodsport allowed 1090 Jake to walk up at Albany Projects. My nigga, that's why I went to Albany Projects. Like, people like, yo, Remy Roja is mad at you. First of all, I said what I said, and I stand on what the fuck I said, bro. My family lived in fucking Albany Projects. Facts, Rel. We might do it. We might do it, Relly. We might do it. But let me tell niggas right this, right? My pops from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Quincy, nigga. N.A. Rock, right? My cousin lived in Albany Projects and lived in Kingsborough. I was going to Albany Projects when Ring Dog was alive, when Half a Mill was alive. I used to see them niggas outside the building, right? Them niggas, and I tell anybody this on the stage, my cousin, his pops is a Albany Projects legend, right? When I used to go to Albany Projects, nobody could walk up at Albany Projects, my nigga. You hear me? Nobody. A nigga like 1090 Jake couldn't go in Albany Projects in 1998, 1997, 1999, 1996, 95. Even further down in the 2000s. They couldn't go up in there. I know, Rally. I know, Rally. No. So, like, when I see niggas like Shockwell, Bloodsport, co-signing. Corey King, that nigga gonna co-sign whatever. I already exposed that nigga. But when I see niggas like Shockwell and Bloodsport co-signing 1090 Jake, and y'all supposed to be real thorough stand-up niggas, and y'all don't see that this nigga, I know he don't like Ring. I know he didn't like Ring. A lot of niggas ain't like Ring Dog, man. A lot of niggas ain't like Ring Dog, man. A lot of niggas ain't like Ring Dog. A lot of niggas ain't like SI. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't like them niggas. Because you got to understand, they was younger than them niggas. What people don't understand, when it come to that blood shit in the 90s, a lot of these niggas that was blood, and I'm going to say this right now on this platform, I don't care who get offended. A lot of them older niggas that was blood, and I'm not even trying to violate Soul being them, but a lot of them had dope fiend problems. They wanted to get under that shit because they was selling drugs, and the Latin King niggas had the drug thing locked down. So they got under something that was strong, just like Latin King. But what people don't understand is, if it wasn't for them adolescent niggas in C74, niggas like my cousin that was in C74 around that time, and a lot of other motherfuckers that was in my family that was in C74 around that time, that was motherfucking young, them young niggas was raising that hell for that blood shit. Them older niggas wasn't raising that hell because them older niggas was trying to get out there, do their time, and get back on the street. They was guard bodies. They was renegade guards. Some of them was booty bandits. Some of them was dope. A lot of them was dope fiends. You know? So when you got somebody like a Ring Dog, that's a wild motherfucker, or you got somebody like a Larry O, or you got somebody like let me see. Who another name that was a crazy little wild motherfucker? A SI, a Takehead, you know, wild motherfuckers, right? You talking about wild motherfuckers that was wild in the institution, right? These niggas was wild, young niggas in the institution that was cutting niggas. You know, Mark Cross, Hellraiser. These is people that was wild motherfuckers, right? So these older niggas was like, these niggas is like pushing 30 in their late 20s. They getting cut up. They getting stabbed up. So they got to get under the thing. Like my man's Shy Dukes, China from Connecticut. Wild nigga. OG Mac liked it, that nigga. He wanted him under blood because he's a wild young nigga. OG Mac was going for the young. He liked them wild young niggas. Because he know them niggas was putting on. So a nigga like Ring Dog was putting on. So now that a person like a Ring Dog who's not alive, that's deceased, he not going for no 1090 Jake coming in his projects. He not going for that. He not going for no 1090 Jake coming in on Albany projects. No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. Boy getting robbed. Out the gate. Y'all better go watch that. Y'all better go watch that documentary. Y'all better go watch that documentary, $500,000. Them niggas wasn't filling them cameras out there when they did that documentary, but because $500,000 is who he was, they let it rock. But if he wasn't Bill Gates and he didn't stamp that, they would have did some shit. But they let them rock because it was Bill Gates. They ain't allowing none of that. They would have got hurt. They heard, and if them niggas heard what they heard about that nigga, they would have pressed the line on that nigga. That's why I be trying to tell niggas, man. It's a lot of fuck shit going on. And let me get to this nigga Zipwiththedrip. Cause I wanted to get to this nigga last. This the last thing I want to get into. Because he's another Hassan Campbell. This nigga sit in the crib, hiding, you know, Champ run down on a nigga. Niggas ain't perform for him, right? So mind you, y'all know who Tell 'em Blanco sent you. Y'all know who Coach Germ is, right? Y'all know, like, R.I.P. my brother Myron Dukes, Shy Dukes, China from Connecticut, right? Now, he and Tell 'em Blanco and was partners with Winner Circle, right? These are the dudes that Zipwiththedrip is sponsoring Zipwiththedrip, right? They sponsoring this nigga, right? And they trying to make this nigga into the next how you say tax stone. But because he violated Fly Tie, all right? Fly Tie is Skane Dollar's means. Webb and Nitty, you know Webb is Ty's brother. So that relationship with them helping him with the podcast, finito. Mark Pitts, Skane Dollars, they not touching that nigga, right? So Zip said what he said about Fly Tie, said what he said, right? And you know, Webb and Nitty, they gonna do what they gonna do. Like I'm just gonna let it be known. Like whenever he leaves, motherfucking Brooklyn, cause he in Brooklyn. Whenever he leave that apartment in Brooklyn and go to Atlanta, Georgia, they got a nice surprise party for him. But I don't think he's gonna leave Brooklyn to go to Atlanta, Georgia. That's not gonna happen. So, you know, Zip, like Hassan Campbell, scary individual. Old boy ran up on him. Champ from Math Hoffa platform ran up on him, one deep. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, this the thing I don't get, right? You running with the same niggas, right? That jumped my mans in Barclays, right? And it's the reason why, and I'm gonna get to what happened to China, right? From Connecticut at the Barclays. This what niggas gotta understand, right? China from Connecticut and Tell 'em Blanco sent you and Germ was his sons. He had them under the arm. The record label, Winner Circle, he found Chef in them in Sleepy Hollow. He got them niggas. They had the whole record label, right? Like the bro told me, they ain't want to pay as they way. They did some sucker snake shit, right? Cut them out of certain things. So what he did was, he did what real niggas do. When you feel like you want to cut a nigga out, I'm going to take this bag from you, and I'm going to take this watch from you, my nigga. Now come get it in blood. And what he did was, he took Germ AP, took his bread, and also took the nigga white AP. Right? So when the shit happened to him at the Barclays, it was over that. And what he said on my platform, right? Now fast forward. China dies. Zip does a video violating the homie after he dies. Yo, that nigga sucker nigga, he was on the internet violating real niggas, right? So he violates the bro. Not knowing that this nigga was telling Hassan everything that the bro was doing. Right? Now, Zip wanted to be the next tax stone. He got blackballed. Let's just get this clear. He's blackballed. He's blackballed. He's blackballed. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't touching him. Because the reason why they ain't touching him is because he violated the niggas that he's supposedly under. Boss. Mans. So they ain't fucking with him on a business level. So all that nigga could be is a groupie, run around with Tellin Blanco and the nigga Germ and Supreme and Rap Nephew, you know, and Rich Lou. He run around with them in the club. Every time they call him out, they run around. Cause you know them four green niggas, they got their hands in Tellin Blanco and Germ back pocket, my nigga. Yeah, they getting that cut, nigga. They getting that cut. Plus, them LES niggas, they extorting them too. Yeah. True Life and his brother. Debo, yeah. Yeah. So they getting they cut. Four green niggas getting they cut. And them LES niggas getting they cut. Yeah, they in them niggas' pockets. Yeah, we know. You know what I'm saying? That's why her old boy had to take them pictures down with them niggas. Because they in them pockets. So, the fucked up part about all of that is that when the shit popped off at the spot with old boy running down, I wasn't surprised that they ran down on old boy. But what niggas gotta realize is, old boy's a bitch. Zip's a bitch. When a nigga talk all this Corona Queen shit, talk all this real nigga shit, y'all listen to this nigga. Y'all listen to this nigga when he say, yo, I'm from Corona, son. All right, you from Corona, Queens. Then why the fuck you not in Corona, Queens? Why you living in Prospect, Lefford Gardens, Brooklyn? Why is you not in Corona, homie? You make it seem like you and your brother is up there with Billy Bang and up there with Cuff and up there with God, Darryl Whiten, up there with motherfucking Big D. You made it seem like you up there with them niggas. The way you be talking. Just listen to how that nigga be talking online. He be talking like he really a certified stepper. But then when you get to really listen to Zip, he's another Hassan Campbell. Oh, I got a body. Hassan Campbell blueprint, y'all. 5 guard, Zip, they all got that blueprint. They caught bodies. It's a blueprint. 5 guard told on a body. Zipwiththedrip got 5 years probation for a body. Where they do that at? Not in 96, when Giuliani and Pataki was giving niggas life sentences. You don't see all these niggas coming home from going to court with legal aids? So a legal aid attorney gave you 5 years probation. Who you told on? What information you gave up? Things that make you go home. So, Zip goes online and says all this and all that. Right? I just look at the nigga platform and I just say to myself, because I ain't never did shit to this nigga, but I think he has a hatred for a nigga because he just can't understand how he can't get interviewed. Like, your podcast suck, my nigga. It suck. You did your little thing with Chris Gotti. It didn't go good. You did your thing with the Detroit nigga. It didn't go good. The thing with Lil Preem went viral because of the conversation that you had with Lil Preem. You know, when you had with P2. I don't know why you call him Lil Preem. He calls himself P2. Right? And you did the thing with Taxstone. It went viral, right? But you a nut hugger. So, you mad. I got the joint with Benzino. I got the joint with Keith Murray. I got the joint with Sub-Zero. I got the joint with OG Product. Even the joint with Lord Jamal. You know, the Billy Otto joint is doing fairly well right now. You another Hassan Campbell. You hating from afar. You mad, nigga. You mad. You mad. Right? You dick eating all these weed niggas, right? All these weed niggas, all these niggas, but they ain't putting you on. How is all these industry niggas on your wee, right? This nigga like say, yo, they on my wee, son. Nigga don't even say pause. He just say, yo, they on my wee, son. How is all these industry niggas nut hugging you, like you say, and none of them has put you on their platform? You another, like, I get it. Dudes like BMG upper class, dudes like Zip, these dudes, like upper class got shot. I don't respect no nigga like that. You get shot in your hood, niggas hit you in your chest, nigga, you talking tough, nigga. Like, come on, bro. You almost could have died out here, nigga. Niggas don't respect you. Once you get shot in your own hood, nigga, when you walk in these streets, nigga, you's a victim, nigga. I've been on the internet, ain't no nigga never shot me. You know? You know, a nigga ain't never shot me in my hood. Nigga shot you in your hood. That's how I know the niggas be bitches, bro. But back to the Zip nigga. Zip on the net, running his dick suckers all day. Bum, the disheveled nigga. Nigga talk all about, yo, dog. Niggas could tell you a bum dirty nigga. Just how you look. How you sit on that couch all day. Nigga, I've never seen a video with Zip outside. Y'all seen me do live streams, do pre-recordings, done shit outside. I don't do shit just in my crib. Zip is always in that crib, nigga. Smoking, coughing, with cats in the crib. He's not leaving the crib. Why? Because he's scared that niggas is gonna do him filthy. Bimmy not on his head. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about the Bimmy nigga. Shout out to my brother in here. I see my bro. Shout out Jason. I'll be honest about the Bimmy thing. Bimmy ain't gonna do nothing to you, homie. So I know who you worried about. You know, you said what you said about Tata, and you know that them niggas that love Tata gonna get at you. That's why you ain't going to Queens. You said what you said about Fly Tie. Mikey B is a bitch. They press Mikey B. Okay? He like to say, yo, my co-defendant told on me. Nigga, they press Mikey B. That's why Mikey B talk the way he talk. He's a pussy. Okay? He's a pussy. They got on the phone and pressed that nigga. He don't want no smoke. Mikey B don't want no smoke. This is a nigga that got faded in jail. That double nine goon got faded. He lied and said he was the founder of MacBook. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He running around with my people's name. All right? He got faded in jail. And not only that, he got faded in jail, but he was in there doing booty bandit activities in jail. You know? Nigga run around, can't have kids, got a vasectomy. So, you, just like scary ass Mikey B, don't want them problems. Cause you know Webb and Nitty don't give a fuck. Them niggas is goons. They don't give a fuck. See, they not like Bimmy. You know what I'm saying? Bimmy not pressing no issue. You know, and be honest, and I'm gonna be real honest. Bimmy name is Smut. Whether they, you know, tried, whether it's lies or not, his name is Smut in the streets. Whether they put out paperwork to try to fix his name, it doesn't matter. It's Smut to niggas in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Once boy put that jacket on him, it's Smut. It's Smut. I just talked about the Big Meech shit early. It's smut. So it's nothing that niggas could do. Zip made the name smut out here. You know? He made it smut out here. I don't speak on it. It's not my place. You know what I'm saying? I already said what I said about it. And I don't go about speaking about it. I don't have no issue with Bimmy. I told Bimmy before this shit came out, when the fucking Supreme Team documentary came out, when Prince said his name in the doc with his children's aunt and uncle saying what they saying. Your baby mother, sister is saying this about you. And your baby mother's brother-in-law, who is your homie, is saying this about you. I gave him, you know, you heard him confirm what I was saying on the video I did. It is what it is. There's nothing else to be said. I gave him the olive branch to come on my platform back then. He didn't. So when Zip got, because he's a thirsty nigga, he got the paperwork. He do what thirsty niggas do. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Like I said, man, that nigga got all them young niggas and all them niggas. But you see, with Zip, don't get, nigga, I got them same young niggas that watch me too, nigga. So, nigga, that's what Bimmy should have been did. And niggas should have been said this about Zip. Zip, how you got 5 years probation? 5 years probation on a homicide. How? Can somebody explain to me how Zipwiththedrip got 5 years probation in 1998 with a legal aid attorney for a homicide? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Because in 1998, for a homicide, niggas were getting 20, 30, 40 life sentences during the Pataki and Giuliani era. So how the fuck you skate past the Giuliani and Pataki era of slaying niggas unless you was giving up niggas? You let these niggas talk long enough, they start exposing who they is. Remember, bro, Blue Da Vinci's a rat, right? He trying to put a rat jacket on Big Meech. Remember, rats put rat jackets on other listen, they put rat jackets on niggas that they don't like. That's what rats do. Is Zip, you want to put a rat jacket on a nigga? Bro, let's talk about your jacket. Why your case say what it says? How you got your shit to the point that you got 5 years probation for homicide? And then you did 17 for that bullshit ass robbery where y'all niggas stole a Casio watch, a leather jacket, a wallet, a chain, a Metro card, a whole lot of bullshit y'all niggas was robbing. So you and your brother is snitches. I'm gonna just keep it real. You and your brother's a snitch. You know? He a tougher snitch. You's a bitch snitch. You's a coward snitch. That's why you stay in the house. He the tough snitch. You the bitch ass nigga snitch. He the one that'll bust his gun, because that's what he locked up for, right? I don't know how a nigga is a nigga that been in jail, did 12 years for a serious robbery, got, what they gave a nigga 12 years? Usually when you a 3-time loser, you don't get 12 years, nigga. You get life. You get 12 to life like Blue Boy. Yeah. But when you an informant, you get a life sentence like your brother. You know? They get the Larry Davis treatment. Larry Davis was an informant. Let's get it clear. Rats is rats, nigga. How you a street nigga and you going out like that? So I said, man, 5 years probation for homicide? Where they do that at? Never heard nothing like that in my life. That nigga told me on the live, he said, yo, nigga, cause I could. Nah, nigga, that's cap. That's cap. It's cap. It's cap. 5 years for a homicide is nothing. Come on, bro. It's cap. I definitely want to hear Tut clear his name of the Quad Studio shit and tell the whole story. Because people don't understand, like I said earlier, Tut was not locked up just only for Quad and blamed for Quad. Because he wasn't locked up for Quad, but he was blamed for Quad. Tut was also blamed for the girl Crystal and the TT robbery, which they said Tut had did all of this things to the shorty and all this in the robbery, which he just went there because he knew shorty family. And he went there and they locked him up. Dexter Isaac lied. Dexter Isaac had nothing to do with the TT robbery. He had nothing to do with the Quad Studio robbery. The 90s General, that was the 90s General work. And his team. And the nigga that was Tut mans on the street that's no longer here, that was they work. So when Gully TV got exposed, shout out to my brother Info Minds for that bullshit he put out there, motherfucking Dexter Isaac was trying to come home. Another coward ass rat nigga. Nah, Meech is not a rat. Now, like I said with Zip is a whole rat, and he need to just come out there and say it. You know, all that fake tough guy shit, you not a tough nigga. Once that nigga pulled up on you and handled his handle and told you stop dissing Math Hoffa, he pressed you, you ain't do shit. Them niggas ain't perform for you. Why you ain't perform? You know what I'm saying? What people don't understand is that a nigga like Zip, and just like even with King Erner's a bitch. Like King Erner, that nigga's a bitch. Like I know all about King Erner. You know? Yeah, I heard about the pool hall. I heard about that. He saw Tut at the pool hall. I heard about that story. I heard about that story. I heard about that story. That I heard about that story. That was in '94. I heard about that. He was there with Nichols. He was at the pool hall with Nichols, Stretch, and I think E-Bags was with, or it was just Stretch and Nichols. But I know Stretch and Nichols in the pool hall with Pac. I heard that story. Yeah, back then I heard that. But King Erner was scared to fight Poe. You know, Poe and them was downstairs at Queen's Flip Studio. He did not leave the building. It's another corny, scary nigga, right? All these niggas are scary niggas. Gully TV, King Erner, Zipwiththedrip. These are scary niggas. They don't. I'm telling y'all, bro, these niggas is bitches. Literally. King Erner is a bitch. I don't want to hear that rat shit, nigga. You supposed to be a gangster. You should have went outside and handled your business. He didn't. Because he's a pussy. You know? He's a pussy. You know? And that's what niggas don't understand. Nigga was a pussy. Straight up bitch, straight up pussy nigga. You know? But let me just say this about Fat Joe and Dan Dash. I just want to end it on this. this story right here, right? So I was watching some shit with Dame Dash and Fat Joe. Fat Joe replied to what Dame Dash said, right? Here's my thing about the whole Dame Dash Fat Joe shit, right? I think both of them should have a conversation. I think Fat Joe should have a conversation with Dame and do something on his part, his new show he got. Have a conversation with him, you know, because both dudes, I like both dudes, but I think both of them had a disagreement. I think Dame has the right to be having his gripe with Jay-Z because Jay did some sucker shit and he had every right to say what he said. Um, Joe, I get it. You do business with Jay. Jay helped you out when you was doing your financial troubles. But remember, you and Jay wasn't always peachy creamy like y'all is now. You know. But I fucks with Joe. I like Dame. I just think that them two dudes need to have a conversation. I like the Shannon Sharp interview. I think Shay need to get Dame up there and let him vent, you know, because Dame is a good dude. I think Dame need to go up there and vent and speak his piece. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. I'm gonna tell you, the only podcast I watch right now on YouTube is Club Shay Shay. I watch a lot. I watch Say Cheese once in a blue moon. I watch Real Life once in a blue moon.